Jason thanked his mom for helping with the kids, so when he dropped her off, he secretly slipped a gold bracelet into her suitcase. She opened it and saw the bracelet. She couldn't help but feel proud her son had grown up. But just then, her daughter-in-law called. Without asking anything, she just yelled and shamed her, saying she and Jason already agreed. That gold bracelet was just symbolic, so why did she actually take it? She felt super embarrassed, but her daughter-in-law totally lost it on the phone, called her greedy, accused her of being stingy when giving birth, not even buying bird's nest or abalone, and worse, she cursed her over the bracelet. With pure, vicious hatred, her heart froze instantly. She couldn't believe it. After all her care for the baby and her health, being so careful, this is what she gets in return. She held back her anger and told her daughter-in-law, "This bracelet was Jason's gift to me. If she wants it back, let Jason ask himself. If he dares, I'll break his legs myself." This enraged her daughter-in-law, threatened to go to her hometown if she didn't return it, to humiliate her in front of the neighbors, make everyone think she stole their bracelet, and treated her daughter-in-law badly, so she could never hold her head up again. She even said, if she got mad, Jason and the grandson wouldn't acknowledge her. She'd be old and alone. Her heart broke completely. After hanging up, she sent Jason the call recording, hoping he'd stand up for her. Jason just told her not to get worked up, said he was busy at work, and would check with his wife when he got home. But it was all vague, nothing concrete. Just wait, he'd handle it later. He said he'd call her back later. She started thinking about everything she and her husband gave up. They were just regular workers, worked themselves to the bone raising their only son, pulled strings to get him into a state-owned company. When he married, the bride demanded a huge dowry. They swallowed it and paid anyway. Knowing how hard life is for young people in big cities, they drained their savings, bought him a house and a car. 3 years ago, one call from her daughter-in-law, and she dropped her own job and life, traveled thousands of miles to be a free nanny, and stayed for 3 full years. Groceries, formula, utilities, all paid from her own retirement money. Never asked the young couple for a cent. Yet in the end, she was treated like a thief, like trash to be. That night her son finally called, said both their salaries were low, plus school and activity fees for the kid. The financial pressure was just too much. He asked his mom to understand their little family, and return the gold bracelet to calm his wife. She felt completely hopeless. She never imagined the son she raised for 30 years would forget his own mother after marriage, spending her money and still helping his wife pressure her. She made up her mind. From now on she'd spend her own money on herself. No more being stupid. The next day she went to the bank and froze the salary card she gave Jason. After that she finally felt lighter, passing the market. She bought 8 of the fattest crabs, ready to treat herself properly. Her husband was glad she finally let go. While she was cooking with care, her son found the card wouldn't work and immediately called to accuse her of freezing it. She admitted she'd gone to the bank for a new card, but he still defended his wife, asking her not to argue with his wife. Her heart turned ice cold. She hung up immediately. A few days later, while she was out dancing, her daughter-in-law called again with more threats. Her daughter-in-law said she was bringing her parents from the village to the city to live in comfort, said the apartment she was living in was too small, and demanded she trade it for a bigger one, or she wouldn't recognize her as her mom anymore. She mocked her, saying she had no shame at all, said she's bringing her parents comfort, but obsessing over her tiny pension. It's just crazy. She added that for 3 years she cared for their little family, even more than a nanny. That gold bracelet couldn't even cover a nanny's wages. If she had guts to yell on the phone, she should focus on respecting her elders instead. Then angrily hung up. Back home her husband was polishing her shoes. Turns out the company was holding its centennial celebration and invited her on stage for the Best Contribution Award. Her husband had carefully picked a dignified outfit for her. At the celebration, she walked on stage to thunderous applause and gave her acceptance speech. Just then Jason rushed in. Without an invitation, he was stopped by staff. Jason insisted he was her son and needed to speak to her. Staff still refused to let him in. She heard the commotion, greeted the people around her, said she'd handle it herself, then carried a glass of water over to her son and splashed it right in his face.